Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a real treat today. This is a custom Ko'olau CE tenor electric ukulele. And why this is such a treat, especially for me, is that it's been quite a few years since I've been able to see, hold, play, feel one of these models from Ko'olau. It's one of those things that don't come out too often. Usually, you're super used to seeing the regular tenor, maybe concert, and even the soprano size Ko'olaus and all of the different models and woods and stuff. But it's really awesome to be able to hold one and be able to share with you guys a chambered body modeled from Ko'olau. So essentially, this is quite the heavy instrument, but it's not too bad because it's actually kind of hollowed out in the inside. So essentially what's going on is that you have like a solid piece of mahogany that's all the way around the back right here, and then you have like a koa veneer top that goes placed right on top. But essentially if you were to take this off, there's actually carved out in the inside, so that's what makes it chambered. So if you were to play it acoustically, there's still some kind of resonance. I mean, obviously it's not going to have any projection because there's no sound hole and it's still a solid piece of wood, but it's one of those ukuleles that thinking of a really huge advantage when I used to play, not this specific model, but earlier, like in high school, and I would play like these kind of electric model ukuleles. It's really soft, but you can turn that into a really good thing because say you are a rebellious high schooler where your parents like, hey, you got to go to sleep at a certain time. You can play one of these and it's super soft, and like you really, like, even if you're digging into it, you can't really hear it. So you can really just practice and noodle to yourself. If you have a wife that doesn't enjoy your playing, you can definitely play this around her because she's not going to hear you playing it. So it's one of those things where you can play it really soft. It's really intimate type of instrument. But what really excels in this is when you do plug it in. Shout out to Analysis Plus cables. But when you plug it into an amplifier, it really shines, and that's when it really comes through. It has such a clean electric sound. And I know we think of ukuleles as an acoustic instrument, but when you play these type of instruments where the sole purpose of it is to be amplified and to be electrified, it's just, you get such a clean bell-like sound, like intonation wise, the clarity, super clean if you want to do like jazz comping. It's just super clean, bell-like. So this is where the ukulele really shines. If you need something to cut through, if you're in a band, I mean, just slices through everything. So I've always admired how clean of a sound that you can get with these electric ukuleles. And of course, when you get something as high of a standard as Ko'olau, you get some of the best kind of sounds that you can get from these electric ukulele. So some of the other kind of features of this is that you have a volume knob or volume control right here. So if you turn it, so when I'm looking down at it, if you turn it like this, you can increase the volume like that, and then softer. So that sounds good. So easily controllable volume knob right here, and then again you have your chambered body with the mahogany sides and back, and then the coal on the top, and then this is where you can put your 9-volt battery right here, and then of course with like all those electric guitars, you have this in the back. I wish I knew what it was called, but then you have the cutaway right here, and then Makassar ebony bridge, fretboard, and then even the headstock. And then really cool to see the Ko'olau gear tuners. You don't see these anymore on these instruments. So really cool to have those on top. And then of course your fret markers here on the fretboard. So nothing crazy, just your run-of-the-mill kind of instrument. You have everything you need to get going, get gigging, go in the studio, or just to jam for yourself. So again, go ahead and enjoy the crispiness and just the pleasantness, the cleanliness sound about this instrument. So I'm just going to go ahead and just jam for you folks on the other side. So here we go. So you can see just a really just fun all around instrument if you want to do some swing and some jazz and or attempting to do that kind of genre of music. It's a really fun instrument, really easy to play, nicely set up. Just kind of plays like butter. You don't have to press hard on these bar chords or these kind of minor 7 chord shapes. Just feels really nice. So if I were to do some simple finger style, this is what it would sound like. So here we go.